Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another anime reaction or first impression video. Sorry, I needed to do this one before the day was over, and I decided to move one of the pre-recorded already, scheduled one for tomorrow morning, and I need to review this one because this one's actually a very cute one. A lot of people have been talking about it. This is Aharen-san wa Hakarenai, and that's kind of a long Japanese name. I think they'll eventually put an English name on it, but anime itself is cute as it can be. But before anything else, though, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. There is going to be quite a bit of first impression videos releasing in the next few days, especially as they're coming out, and I'm excited to see what the season has for us. If you missed the live video with me and Arceus, go check it out. It was from yesterday, so you guys can see the different stuff that we talked about stuff that's coming up and what we're excited for. So anyways, again, this is Aharen-san wa Hakarenai, and it is a anime, very wholesome. Essentially, it follows the story of a guy who he's kind of hard to approach, I guess you can say, and he wants to change that. He wants to be different in high school, and his main goal is to talk to the person that he's going to sit next to, and it's this little short girl who's very quiet, and even when she speaks, he can barely hear her. We later find out that she has kind of like the opposite goal. In middle school, she was very open to making friends, but then she was very clingy and people didn't like that, so they kind of judged her for it. And she kind of had this goal of not to be that person. So it's very understanding. Once we find out how they meet is kind of weird, because he tries to talk to her and she just kind of ignores him completely, and then he goes for a second day and try to say hello and just cold shoulder. It's not until she drops an eraser and he picks it up for her that she is so thankful she becomes clingy, and we see the clingy side of her come out, and for that whole day she's just like wrapped around his arm. She wants to eat with him, so on and so forth. Cute as she can be. We find out the next day that she's trying to avoid that, so she starts to ignore him again, but then he lets her know, like, no, I'm okay with it, like, I want to be your friend, let's make this work. So they become friends, oddball friends, but they become friends at the end of the day. And the rest of the episode, or at least a third of the rest of the episode, is him trying to figure out how to communicate with her. And they go through different things, At one point he tells her, write me notes, but then she kept throwing him notes at every single second, and he's like, okay, this is not gonna work. They tried, bone-to-bone vibration contact, but each time she wanted to talk to him, she would basically like headbutt him. Another point, he just tries to read her lips, but her mouth is so small he can't really read her lips. And then he goes through like a whole list of things that he tries to study just to figure out how to get to communicate with her in an open way. And she obviously feels bad about it, and he's like, no, don't feel bad about it. I feel bad about it because you're just trying your best to be yourself, and I can't even hear you, and I need to be better at trying to communicate with you. And eventually what ends up happening is his ears get accustomed to the softness of her voice, so he's able to hear her, not because anything changes, but just his ears, I guess, get more sensitive and is able to listen and hear what she's saying. The last third of the episode is them going to an arcade, and this is where my thumbnail comes from. She is excited to grab a toy, and he doesn't know why, but he goes and spends his money to get the toy. He fails, and she calls an attendant to get a box. She goes in the box, cute as she can be, and wins a bunch of these toys. She later tells him that all these toys are for him. She was trying to get a toy, not for herself like he thought, but toys for him to thank him for how kind he has been the past few days. And he in turn gives her one back, and I think it's cute. They have matching toys. The end of this day is super cute because he goes home. His little sister wants one. He's like, no, these are gifts. I'm going to keep all these. And he goes to his room, doesn't know what to do with them. And the last scene, he's laying in his bed and he has all the toys kind of like in a weird ritual looking at him. And that's how he sleeps. That's, in a nutshell, the first episode. I was very much intrigued. It's I almost thought like it was gonna be a father and daughter figure type of anime, and it wasn't. It's more of a love interest, and I still relate to it because my wife is petite and I'm not. So there's that cuteness that obviously I fell in love with my wife that comes out of, you know, someone like that. And it's just cute. It's cute. It's a cute anime. It reminds me a little bit Hakarenai type of deal where you have a lot of short bits in one episode. They could have maybe do episodes of 15-minute long and still get away with it and do a good job with an anime. Could it be overwhelming? This is an anime that I think it's super cute. I would watch it in parts. I think I would never actually sit down and watch 12 episodes of this. I think that would be too much for me and it would take away from its cuteness. So keeping all those things in mind, I'm going to give this one a 7.5 out of 10. I still think it deserves that much. I think a lot of people are going to get memes and pictures and talk about it throughout the season, and people are going to fall in love with these two characters. I don't see it being more than a overload cuteness anime, so that's where it stands. I think the episode ended with a character being introduced, like a girl being super jealous, and I'm gonna guess she's super jealous because of the girl, not the guy, but that's really it. Anyways, guys, that was it. I stopped in the middle of a parking lot and just wanted to react and give my first impressions to you guys before the day was over. But thank you guys for the support and love. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing, and expect another video today. And like I said, I pushed one video for tomorrow morning because I really want this one to come out today. So anyways, thank you for your love and support. Like always, don't be strangers, and see you guys next time. Bye.